When you're listening to our podcast, the glass is never half empty, it's never half full as well. It's always just completely full.
Yes, that's how I would describe our podcast.
I would like to say that my view is generally the glass is partially full.
Welcome back to All Philly All the Time. I'm Owen, and I'm joined today by my brother, Ethan.
I'm Ethan.
Yep, and he's here joining me today on the show called All Philly All the Time.
And I'm with
today.
Owen. And that's Owen.
And that's Ethan.
And this is All Philly All the Time.
And it's going to be a great show. It's been a minute. The last time we did an episode, I think, was a month ago. And then Luke and I did what you could probably call an episode where it was like a long video on one topic. But we ranked, we did a tier list of which Phillies in 2025 are under the most pressure. So it was like an episode length, but it was a video because it was just focused on that. This is more podcast episode style, I think you could say. But yeah, the three things that we're going to be talking about today are the Eagles draft, the NBA playoffs, and the Philadelphia Phillies. So, you know, the big things that are
big three
going on right now. The NFL draft is about to happen. The NBA playoffs just started today, so we're a little behind on getting our predictions out there. But I can tell you, we're going to nail some of these game one predictions.
Like two of them.
Yeah. So look out for that. And then the Phillies, I'll try to get this out tomorrow or Monday. We're recording on Saturday. They'll either, I don't know how I feel about releasing something on Easter. If I'm okay with that or not, I don't know. Might go Monday. Because the draft doesn't happen until Thursday. NBA playoffs, we already missed the start. So like whatever. Anyway, we already missed some. So yeah. Let's get into it. For the Eagles draft, we are not scouting experts.
Not at all.
We don't really watch a ton of college football. Most of my draft prep comes from reading about guys after the college football season. So we're not going to go too deep into analysis because that's not really our game. Instead, we're going to play a game. Games are our game.
Love games.
That's what I always say.
Yep.
So basically, we're just going to jump right into it. This is weird. Normally with Parker and Luke, they've sidetracked me twice by now, but you're just chilling.
You know me.
I can get right to what's happening.
Let's hop to it.
Yeah. So here's the game. We are going to go through each of the Eagles picks that they have in this draft, and we're going to predict what position they will select with that pick. The one thing I'll ask of you, Ethan, is that you keep track of our picks because
all right.
Even if let's say I say that the Eagles are going to take a running back in round 1 with pick number 32. We have to do specific picks because, for example, they have 4 fifth-round picks. So if you just say round 5, it's like, well, which pick? Say they're going to take a running back. I will get 1 point if they take a running back at all in the draft. I will get 3 points if they take a running back with the pick I say that they'll take it with. So that's why we need to keep track because it's like you could get it wrong with your first-round pick, but then if they take that position still at some point, you still get 1 point for that.
So what if you get like round 5 since they have four round 5 picks?
Yeah.
If you just get it in round 5, is that like 2 points?
We could do that. I like that. You get it the exact pick, 3 points. You get it within that round, 2 points. You get it in the draft. Yeah. I like that. Good. That's why you bring this guy on.
Yes, sir.
You know. So yeah, pretty simple game. The Eagles have 8 picks, 1 in round 1, 1 in round 2, 1 in round 3, 1 in round 4, and then 4 in round 5 because they have fleeced some teams. And some teams, they also just got their pick. It wasn't necessarily fleecing, but, you know, Howie Roseman. And the other twist that is going to make this difficult, Howie Roseman is going to make this game difficult because it's pretty much a guarantee that he will do some type of wheeling and dealing on draft night. And these picks that are currently the Eagles' picks will probably not all be their picks by the end of the draft. That's pretty much a certainty that this exact list will change in some way. So I think that's another good reason that your round part is a good rule because it gives us more broad options. So that's helpful.
Do we have to choose the pick that is listed here, or can we say I think they're going to trade up to
I just thought of that when I was talking about trades. I think that we make predictions based on the current list of what their picks are. but I think that we get one trade prediction where one of these picks, you can say, hey, round 4, pick 134, star that. That's my trade predictor pick. And if you nail the pick that Howie trades, I feel like that's pretty valuable. I think that should be worth 3.
Yeah.
Or 2 or 3.
Probably 3.
3?
That's insane to nail.
Well, I mean, it's probably not going to be the first 2. So, like, you got a 1 and 6.
We'll say 2.5.
2.5 points.
Yeah.
All right, you get 2.5.
Keep it specific.
You get 2.5 points if you accurately predict which pick Howie trades. And it doesn't have to be perfect. I would say, like, if it's a pick package, as long as your pick is in the trade package.
Right.
It doesn't have to be like he just traded that one.
Nailed
if
the
that
entire
pick
trade.
is involved in a trade, you get the 2.5 points. Okay, there we go. Glad we ironed that out. Let's jump right into it. Do you want to go first or me?
You got first.
I think we should snake so that one of us isn't always going first. So I'll go first. You go back to back. That's how a snake draft works. So round 1, pick number 32. I think that the Eagles are going to go defense because that is the area that is probably the most changing from last year, the most depleted. They lost Darius Slay. They lost C.J. Gardner-Johnson. Both of those losses stink. So looking at the secondary would be great. Brandon Graham, yes, of course. Looking at the secondary would be great. I personally am just, in general, a fan of good secondaries. I overvalue them a little bit. I don't know why. But I think that given their track record, they're probably going to go defensive line. So I'm between D tackle and D end. I think that there's more defensive ends that they could choose from in the first round and later on. So safer version, I will go defensive end as the 32nd overall pick for the Eagles.
All right. I'm not sure if this will work, but
that's a great start to your draft.
So, okay.
Or it's not a draft, it's like a prediction game. I don't know.
So can I what if I don't think the trade will involve any picks? Like the Eagles don't give any picks in this draft. Like they trade.
You think they trade like a player to get a pick? I think Howie normally what Howie does is he trades his picks for. Normally players aren't involved. That's a low probability.
All right. Well, I like it. I'm saying Howie Roseman trades Dallas Goedert and their round 1 pick for a round 1 pick. What round? Wait, what pick? Do I have to say exactly what pick?
Sure, I don't know. We're in uncharted territory already by including
we'll
Dallas Goedert in
We'll
this.
say pick 6, and they take up. Oh, can I say the name of the person I think they're going to draft just for extra points?
Say the name.
Abdul Carter.
No way, he falls to 6.
Yes, he does. Okay, pick 3. They get the 3rd pick, and they pick Abdul Carter.
Okay, gotcha.
That's my. Okay, it's defensive end, so it's.
Interesting.
Same. I guess it's the same. Am I allowed to do that?
Okay.
Same as you?
I don't know. That's kind of a. I don't know how that one
a cheat code,
falls into. Yeah, that's fine. A defensive end.
All right. Well,
I don't know if he's technically an outside linebacker. I think that might be his position.
No, I think he's a defensive end.
But I think like Miles or not Miles. I think Micah Parsons is an outside linebacker.
I mean, I think he's a defensive end.
But he plays like a.
I mean, I think he's
okay.
There
you go. I stand corrected. I'm sorry. He's not an outside linebacker. He's a defensive end. According to, is that the AI or is it
Wikipedia?
Wikipedia.
Hold up. Edge.
Okay, there you go. ESPN says edge. I trust that more. Edge.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So we take an edge.
Yeah. So then round 2, back to you. Pick 64.
Round 2, pick 64. They take a cornerback.
Okay. I like that. I was considering. Yeah. I think they'll take a corner somewhere.
Well, obviously.
I think you're at 1 point for that. I don't know exactly where they will.
I think they like them.
So, okay. Round 2, pick 64. Again, just following the Eagles' general track record, I think that they go offensive line here. Because no matter how many offensive linemen the Eagles have, they will always take more offensive linemen. And they lost Mekhi Becton. Lane Johnson is getting older. So I think that round 2, pick 64, they go, I feel like offensive lineman is too broad. I think we need to go guard, tackle, center. I'm going to say they take a guard.
Okay.
Round 2, pick 64. And then back to me.
Yeah.
Round 3, pick 96. Tight end. Because
they trade
there's
Dallas
been
Goedert.
speculation about Dallas Goedert. We don't know what's going to happen with him. I believe Grant Calcaterra is still on the roster, but I think that there's some good tight ends to look at. I don't know if TJ Warren is going to be – I think he might be a little too expensive.
Yeah.
So I think they go for a cheaper tight end in round 3 with pick number 96. So far I have defensive end, guard, and tight end.
All right, now it's Loki just gonna look like I'm copying off of you, just because I think
I mean, the Eagles do have patterns.
I'm saying round 3 they'll pick an O line.
What they do, yeah.
Or I'll say
pick
tackle.
Yeah, there you go. You
I'll
could
say
pick
tackle.
different. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Tackle in round 4. Wait,
Tackle in round 3.
round 3.
And then for round 4, pick 134.
I'll say tight end. I don't know.
Okay.
That makes sense to me.
Go for it.
I don't know what else. Yeah.
There's no other positions. I mean.
Right.
Okay, tight end.
Yeah.
All right. Round 4, pick 134, I believe, is the pick that Howie Roseman will trade. So mark that.
All right.
Round 4, pick 134 will not actually be used by the Eagles. It will be traded. Can I get a bonus point by saying if they trade up or trade back? Because
You can get a bonus half point.
okay, so I can go from 2.5 to 3.
Yeah.
I think that they trade back.
Okay.
Either later in the 4th round or into, I guess 134 would probably be the last pick. No, somebody could have a compensatory pick.
That's true.
But likely back into the 5th round. I think that Howie drops back from round 4, pick 134 overall. So I guess if I label a pick as my trade pick, then I don't get, well, no, I'll still give it a position because I still have them picking somebody with whatever they get back, but I'm not predicting exactly what they get back.
Yeah.
So they trade that pick, but the one attached to that, they select a cornerback. So now I think we have all the same positions now that I said cornerback.
Yes.
Yeah. I think they just need depth there. They're not going to draft a corner that is going to be an immediate starter, but it'll just be depth. They lost Slay, and they lost Isaiah Rodgers, so it's Quinyon, Cooper DeJean, Keely Ringo, and then it gets pretty thin pretty quick. Yeah. So just a depth piece.
Yeah. Wait, was that your?
So that was
you got
that was round 4.
One.
Oh yeah, I go. Yeah, round 5, pick 161. This is really interesting because these picks that the Eagles have in the 5th round, honestly, thinking about this now, I should have picked one of these as the trade pick because they're all so close together. They have pick 161, 164, 165, 168. So within 9 picks, they have 4. So honestly, if you have guys you like there, you could just like dominate this section. You don't have to worry about other people. I think if keeping 164 and 165 is really fun because how often are you gonna have a chance to like draft somebody and know that you can also get the next guy?
Right.
So that'd be fun. But pick 5, 161. If it's not traded, I'm gonna go safety, back to back. Secondary, I think safety is also a big need. You have Sidney Brown and Reed Blankenship. Sidney Brown's been iffy, and again, depth at safety is big. Obviously, like we said, lost CJ, so safety, pick 161.
All right, I'm on 160. Wait,
you're on 161.
Yeah.
And then you do 160.
All right, I'm saying I think they trade pick 161.
Okay. Well, you said they're going to trade pick.
Can I do 2 or not?
I mean, I don't think so.
All right.
Well, I think
they don't.
That's
they
2.
Take a wide receiver, pick 161.
Okay. All right. I like that.
Yep.
That'd be fun. Take a flyer on probably a speed guy.
Yep.
That'd be interesting.
So pick 164. Dude, okay, it feels like I'm copying you, but I agree with all your reasoning for this stuff. So I'll say safety.
Great minds think alike. Until none of this happens.
I guess, but
safety.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah.
I mean, I would like for that to happen. So
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
that was 164.
Yep.
Okay.
You're up.
I've got 164 and 165 back to back. 164, we're going back to offensive line. We're going with a tackle. They take a tackle at 164, and then at 165, they take another defensive end.
All right.
Sticking in the trenches. They love being in the trenches. So,
You said what? Tackle?
yep, offensive tackle and then defensive end again.
Okay. So these are my last two.
Yep.
165, 168. All right, 165. They take...
I'm edge. I'm a little shaky on taking edge because outside linebackers are kind of like, yeah. Maybe we should just say edge
That's what I did.
because that's kind of like the blend. Edge is like the wild card term
Right.
instead of defensive end. It's just like they play on the edge,
Yeah.
and they can be a linebacker as well. Can I switch my defensive end to edge?
Which one? Both?
The last one.
All right. Sounds good.
Yeah, I guess I feel good about that.
All right. All right, I'm saying they take a defensive tackle,
Okay.
165.
Okay.
Um,
I can't believe neither of us picked any of these group of round fives to be trades, but one of them will probably get traded.
I tried to, but you said I couldn't.
Well, we
so
already took one, so
didn't know that was the rule.
how we said one trade. Scroll
All right,
back.
I must not have been paying attention.
We said one, but Howie
okay.
will probably do multiple.
That's what I'm saying. I just know him. Dude, I don't know any other positions. Oh, they take a kicker. They take a kicker.
In round 5?
Yes. Watch.
Okay.
Jake Elliott was a little shaky.
Round 5 is
That's the time to get a kicker.
okay.
Who is taking kickers in this draft?
Normally teams don't take kickers until like
Exactly.
6th, 7th round.
6, 7.
Oh,
Round 5.
Dude, wait. Hold on.
What?
If they actually take a kicker in the draft, we make an edit. Normally teams don't take kickers. And then it's just his college highlights of him
6,
kicking.
7.
Okay.
No, that would be sick.
All
All right, kicker. Round
Kicker.
5, 168.
Okay.
168. Remember that. Kicker.
All right. Interesting. He better be a good kicker. Take him in the 5th round. And then to round it out, I'm gonna say 168. Man, there's multiple. I've barely taken any only offensive line. I haven't taken really skill positions. So I'm between wide receiver and running back. Honestly, they could even go quarterback because they love backup quarterbacks.
Quarterback farm.
I'm gonna go running back because Kenneth Gainwell no longer on the team.
Oh, I forgot about that.
They do have
Saquon Barkley.
I mean, yeah. No, from Clemson, Will. I forget his last name. I'm so sorry.
Shipley.
Yes.
What a beast.
Will Shipley. Probably going to be the RB2, but I think just, again, depth, they go RB3. There's some running back that they like at the end of round 5. So,
Will Levis.
not draft eligible and already
They trade
a quarterback.
for Will Levis. Backup QB.
I mean, they could Kenny Pickett from Kenny Pickett as your backup to Will Levis. So, or wait,
Yeah.
is Kenny Pickett still? No. I think he's a free agent.
Chat. Google that.
I'm not sure. So yeah, that's our predictions. The draft is on Thursday, so we'll make this into a graphic you guys can check with us as we go, and whoever gets the most points at the end of this wins.
Respect.
Yeah.
From the other.
Yes. And if they draft a kicker, Ethan wins a free edit made by me.
Oh.
In my extensive free time.
Yeah.
So.
hyped.
Yeah.
Did you live stream for
What?
the draft at some point?
I
feel like you might have.
no.
You went to like Parker and
We never live streamed the
Or
draft.
early.
We did like story
Oh, right.
reactions.
Okay.
So like that's kind of live. If you checked
Yeah.
our story during the draft, there would be updates.
Check the story constantly, guys.
Often. We haven't covered the draft. When we did that was in 2021.
COVID times.
Yeah, 2021 because that was the Devontae Smith draft. That was the last time the Eagles had a pick in the top 15.
That's true.
And so that was the last time we were like really locked in.
Yeah.
And then 2022, when they traded for A.J. Brown, Luke and I were eating
hard.
at Blue Collar when that happened. So we weren't covering the draft then.
Yeah.
2023, I was in Florida. I don't think we covered it then. And 2024, we definitely didn't cover 2024 because, yeah.
The last draft I remember
I know
watching
Quignon and Cooper DeJean, but like we didn't.
is the one where the Packers took Jordan Love. We watched that in the basement.
Yeah. That was 2020.
Yeah.
Because that was also the Jalen Reagor, Jalen Hurts draft.
Right.
Yeah. So hopefully this draft is better than that. Howie's been great since then. We're not worried. We trust him. We're not going to have another draft
Jay Jettis.
at all like
What are
that.
we doing?
Yeah. So yeah, enjoy the draft, everybody. I don't know how much reaction we'll have because again, like the draft is important for everybody every year, but it is less exciting when you just won the Super Bowl and you're picking 32nd overall.
32nd best player.
Yeah. So we'll see. The way it's going, a Georgia defensive player will probably fall to us, or something
Abdul
like that.
Carter.
Or just like one of the best players in the draft, like Quignon, just fall to us. So
That was insane.
I still can't believe they didn't have to trade for him or Cooper, or maybe they traded up for Coop. I don't think they did. I don't think they traded up for either of them. They definitely didn't trade up for Quignon, which was crazy. But yeah, it'll be hard to top last year's draft, but it'll still be fun.
And then, okay, so they have Cooper DeJean, Reed Blankenship.
Yep.
Sixers get Con Knipple.
Well, you're big on Con Knipple.
Exciting whites. Yeah, I am.
Add Con Knipple to the graphic.
That's why Duke
That'd be
lost.
funny.
That's why Duke lost that game to Houston
Because of Con Knipple?
because they didn't feed him
Oh, yeah, he didn't do much in the. I mean,
Exactly.
their whole offense didn't in the second half.
because
But
they weren't feeding Con.
that's neither here nor there. We will be doing Sixers season recap draft preview with Parker. We can have you
Not me.
be on that if you want.
Maybe me.
To discuss Con Knipple only. We'll pause. We'll be like, all right, time to talk about Con Knipple.
Knipple
Ethan,
time.
and then yeah. But what's closer than the NBA draft is the NBA playoffs. So we're gonna talk about that quickly. This is all Philly all the time, but it's the playoffs. Everybody cares about this, regardless of the fact that the Sixers are not in it for the first time in years. But it's fine. It's fine. So, one game has already happened. Like I said, we're behind on this. So my first prediction: I think the Bucks take Game 1. What do you think's gonna happen?
Did you see the result of the game?
Yeah. I think the Bucks, they're gonna go out there and probably win by like 20.
All right, this guy's. I don't know.
What do you think's gonna
You're
happen?
trying to make. I don't know if you're trying to make a joke or something.
What?
Pacers take Game 1.
Oh, what score?
I don't know. Higher score to lower score. Pacers have the higher score.
Well, that would mean they won. Yeah.
Exactly. That's the score.
And that's what we're doing. We're doing score predictions for every single game of the first round.
No way.
It's gonna take a little while,
No.
but we're gonna do it.
So
So you have the Pacers winning.
wait, what is it out of? Best of what?
The first round.
Yeah. I always
Honestly,
forget
I
this.
think it's 7. I think they do 7 the whole way through.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure. Let me double check that. I'm pretty sure they do
Let's
7 the
double-check
whole
just
way
to make
through.
sure.
Yeah.
Play oops.
Oof.
That's what happens when the Sixers aren't in there.
I guess this would show us. No, let me see. No, if I do predictions, it's gonna give me
Prediction.
first round.
Best of.
Yeah. Sorry for
It's gonna
this
give you, like,
interruption, guys.
Best OG.
This is not.
Bro.
The AI overview is not helpful. See, best
Best
of
of
is
7.
Yeah, best of 7 across
4
all
rounds.
4 rounds. I knew that. That's what I said.
Never
Why'd you
a
doubt me, Ethan?
Bro, you doubted yourself.
I
You
did.
looked
It
it up.
was self-doubt. Okay.
All right.
So best of 7 all the way through.
All right. Bucks beat the Pacers
Wow.
4-3. I'm saying it goes all 7 games.
Okay. The Pacers beat the Bucks in 6.
All right. Wait, why do we start there?
You want to just go through the East?
All right. All right. I'm saying
Yeah, we started in the middle of the East.
Yeah.
Cavs Heat.
Cavs in 5.
Cavs sweep. The Heat,
All right.
I don't know. Heat aren't very good.
No,
Cavs,
I think
Cavs
they'll-
4-0.
All right.
Yeah.
So we already got Pacers Bucks.
Yeah.
I
That's a
hate
good
to
one.
say this, but I feel like the Knicks are going to win.
That's fair. They
But
won
just-
50 games.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But
Mhm.
just to
You don't like the
drag
Knicks?
do you like the Knicks?
I don't like them, but I like them better than the Celtics. So, like if it gets to Knicks
Oh,
Celtics,
well, yeah.
like I'm taking the Knicks.
Yeah.
For who I'm rooting for, not Clip. It's Knicks Celtics. I'm taking the Knicks. I would prefer the Knicks. Is what I meant. So
Okay. Well, anyway, I'll say Knicks. Knicks in 6. Hey.
I agree. I like that rhyme. Knicks in 6. I'm stealing that. So
Is that your pick though?
yes, Knicks in
Okay.
6. Yeah. So then the last
Celtics
one
Magic.
is Celtics Magic. I mean, the Magic aren't bad. They're better than the Heat, I would say, but the Celtics are they're so good. Celtics in 5.
I was thinking the same thing.
Yeah. I copied you. You
I like
are
the Magic
free
too.
to copy me.
All right.
More rhymes. Knicks in
Oh
6 free
my.
copy me. On a roll. Okay, so then out west,
Out
we
west.
had all the same teams winning in the East,
Yeah.
which I think is normal. The West is going to be crazier, so keep track of who you pick because it's going to
Thunder Grizzlies.
Thunder in 5.
Thunder sweep.
Okay, but that could totally happen. The Thunder are really good.
Nuggets Clippers. I got Clippers.
I would have picked the Nuggets if they hadn't fired their head coach 2 weeks ago.
Kind of insane.
Because I think honestly, I think I might still go the Nuggets just because Jokic is so good.
Here's the glaze, bro.
But the Clippers have been strong lately. Man, this is tough, dude. Give me the Nuggets. Give me the Nuggets. Nuggets in 7.
All right, Clippers in 6.
It's gonna be a tough series.
Clips in 6. I'm just clip farming now.
Kind of work.
All right. Lakers
Clippers are always clip
Timberwolves.
farming. If you say Lakers in 5.
LeBron James. Yeah, Lakers in 5.
Okay. The Timberwolves are good.
I really like Ant. I can't lie.
Timberwolves are good.
He's one of my favorite players, not on the Sixers.
Lakers in 7.
Heard it here first.
Yep.
Rockets Warriors.
Another tough one
Yeah, I don't know.
because the Warriors feel like they could
They could just
lose this in 5 or they could win it in 6. Like it.
Yeah.
The Warriors, there's a wide variety of outcomes, but I'll go Rockets in 6. I trust the Rockets, even though they are inexperienced. Dang it. The more I think about it, the more I lean Warriors. Rockets are pretty inexperienced. The Warriors Steph and Jimmy, 2 of the best playoff guys you could have. I'm sticking Rockets. Rockets in 6.
I'm saying Warriors in 7.
Confident. Okay. All right. There you go. Back
I'll
East.
Huh?
That completes it. So now, East second round. We both have
Good.
Cavs versus. Or wait,
I had Bucks. You had Pacers.
Oh yeah, we did pick one different.
But I'm not picking the Bucks to make it past the second round.
So that means we automatically have Knicks Celtics. So it's Cavs versus Bucks for you, Pacers for me. I think we both have Cavs.
Yes.
Okay. So Cavs beat the Pacers in 6.
Knicks Celtics. Oh yeah, I'd probably say that in 6.
Cavs over Bucks in 6.
Yes.
Okay. So then Knicks Celtics in 6.
I'll
6
say Celtics in 5.
in the East. Woo! He really doesn't like the Knicks. All right,
Yeah, I
there you go. So then back west.
Who did we have?
Both had the Thunder
Thunder.
winning. So then who's the lowest? You had the Warriors. So you got Thunder Warriors.
Yeah.
I got I picked 1, 2, 3, 4 winning. Dang it. I probably in the Wild West. I can't believe I went
Wild
chalk.
That's crazy.
I'm going against the curve.
Wait, you didn't pick Wolves?
Huh? No,
You
I
picked
picked
Lakers
Lakers.
then? Okay.
Yeah. So I have Thunder Nuggets. Thunder win that.
Yeah.
Thunder
Yeah.
sweep the Nuggets. The Nuggets are wiped after they win in 7, and then the Thunder come in and they're like, we got this.
I'm saying wait, you said Thunder sweep?
Yeah.
I'm saying Thunder beat the Clippers.
You'd have them playing the Warriors
What?
because the lower seed.
Oh, you're right.
I'm pretty sure they do seed adjustment.
Probably.
I'm pretty sure.
I don't know. That's not how it looks on here, but I guess that makes sense.
Back to Google. Does NBA
no.
playoffs do seed adjustment?
Reseed. There you go. It was right there.
No, they don't. Dang it.
Wow.
I'm sorry. I messed that up, everyone.
Yeah, that's right.
So I have Thunder. Well, I'd still have Thunder Nuggets. So never mind. I messed yours up almost.
Okay. So anyway, so it's Clippers Thunder. I'm saying Thunder
Sorry. Parker's
Well,
gonna be so mad at me if he watches this and
Why?
realizes that I messed up the seating.
Oh yeah.
He'll be so mad. You know Parker.
Parker
His
gets,
temper.
He gets so mad all the time.
Yeah. So
Kidding, Parker.
I'm sorry. I interrupted you.
Any of you who know Parker or don't know Parker, first of all,
I mean, if you're
you
watching,
should know him.
You should. Yeah. Watch some
Get
old
to know him
episodes.
if
You'll
you
know
want.
about him.
Yeah, he's
So-
chill guy, cool guy.
Yeah. I interrupted your pick. I'm sorry.
Thunder in 6
Over the Clippers.
over the Clippers.
Okay. Gotcha.
You got Lakers Rockets. I got Lakers Warriors.
Yeah.
Oh, Lakers Warriors. That's fun.
Be fun.
Last time LeBron and Steph see each other in the playoffs, perchance.
Lakers in 6. Over the Rockets.
Lakers in 5 over the Warriors.
Speaking of clip farming, you've
All
done
right,
6,
so-
7, and Lakers in 5.
So we got Celtics. Cavs.
Both of us. I mean, I feel like that's what everyone has the East coming down to.
Who else would it be?
Yeah.
I think the Magic are.
No.
All right.
I as much as it pains me to say it, it's the Celtics.
Yeah.
But
Celtics in 6.
I'll go 7 just to be nice to the Cavs, but it's probably going to be 6.
It's gonna be 6.
Just to be different from you and just to be nice to the Cavs.
And then
but
we got
Celtics.
We both got Lakers.
Lakers Thunder.
Lakers Thunder. Yeah.
Man.
Lakers in 7.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. I think that the Lakers next year, if they run back most of this team, another year under JJ Redick, a full season with Luka Doncic, that chemistry, they'll probably make some tweaks to like fit the team around Luka better. I think next year is like the year for the Lakers. It's probably LeBron's last year. Next year,
that's
it's like
sad.
final last dance. Do it for LeBron.
That's actually crazy.
Let's
to think
let's
about.
do this. I think that the Thunder are so good. They lose to the Thunder in 6.
All right. Whatever you say.
So I've got the 2 1s. Or sorry, the Celtics are a 2 seed. I feel like I have the top 2 favorites though.
Yes.
The Thunder and the Celtics.
Yeah, that's why I put them.
Are probably the most
Lakers
bet on.
In 7. Like, it's gonna go to.
So
end of the
you
line
have a
for them.
classic Lakers Celtics. That's way more fun than my
what I'm
Celtics
saying.
Thunder.
All right. NBA Final. What you got?
Well, game 1 by a score of 98-90. No. I think the Thunder do it. I think they're going to be hungrier than the Celtics. It's really hard to repeat.
That's true.
I think the Thunder have just it's going to be a great series because they're two like it doesn't seem like either team has a hole. They feel like two perfectly well-rounded teams. So I don't know how they'll attack each other really. I'm sure NBA people like basketball experts can think of some ways, but neither of them have glaring holes. And so it'll really come down to the details of like, oh, they found this like slight thing that they could attack in the other team that the other team is good at, but they're better at it.
Yeah.
Or also just like Shea outplays Jason Tatum because sometimes
foul beats.
all of those things happen, and then it's just like one guy,
That's true.
one star goes off and another star doesn't. So I'm gonna say Thunder in 7, just because I think they're both really good. So Thunder in 7.
I like the 7 pick. I'll say Lakers in. Say it with me. 6.
Okay. Wow.
Lakers in 6.
That would be quite the run.
LeBron James.
They take out Anthony Edwards and the Timberwolves.
Yep.
Steph Curry, Jimmy Butler, and the Warriors. The number 1 seeded best team.
Yep.
I mean, the Celtics last year were really good. One of the best regular season teams we've seen in a long while.
Yep.
And then the reigning champ Boston Celtics.
Yep.
LeBron should retire if that happens.
That's my plan.
If they go on that run
Watch.
and they win,
Watch.
LeBron should retire. Although, but then it's like, hey, he's at 5.
Run it back.
If they run it back and he wins, he's tied with Jordan, and all people care about is ring. That's a great, completely hypothetical.
I like the storylines of this.
I'm
not
thinking about this now
necessarily
before the
believing
playoffs
that
start.
This is going to happen. I just think it'd be super cool.
It would be super cool.
And then Levi can wear his Lakers hoodie all the time.
Yeah, that's good reasoning for that.
You can delete that part.
Okay. I don't
So
think
there's
I'm gonna
this
delete any
there's
of this.
this 10-year-old kid who we know, his family, and he always wears a Lakers hoodie. He actually went to see the Sixers when they played the Lakers with some of his family.
And the Sixers won.
The Sixers
Dude,
won. Maxey went off.
They saw one of the few
was
Sixers
insane.
wins. The odds were
Yeah,
stacked
that's
against
true.
them. I saw the Sixers win too.
That's right.
Wow. Odds were
Yeah.
not good to see that. That's crazy. Okay.
It's clutch.
So there's our picks.
Anyway, he loves the Lakers, so it's for Levi.
There's our picks
Yep.
officially. So yeah, enjoy the NBA playoffs, everybody. They're going to be really fun.
Yeah,
I
I'm
think,
excited.
especially in the West, these could be some absolutely electric playoffs. The
Absolute
East, once we get
bangers.
out of the first round, the East second round could be really good.
Yeah.
But the first round, pretty boring.
It's crazy how
So-
the Pistons. I just can't believe the Pistons.
Tobias
turned
Harris?
around.
That's all it was.
Yeah.
And Cade Cunningham taking a leap and
Well,
like a
right.
little thing, but like Tobias Harris was like their big addition.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, the Sixers lost Tobias Harris and
Injuries. That's all it really was.
yeah. Sure. Okay, so last but not least, just a little Phillies update because we're in the middle of baseball season. We got to talk about that too. Today, fresh on our minds, is the Phillies game that just concluded, which they were up 11-4 entering the ninth inning, and then in comes Jordan Romano to close it out, and the final score was 11-10. Phillies did win, but he got shelled. Gave up a 3-run homer and a 2-run homer for 5 of the 6 runs.
Let me tell you something. I watched.
Listen here.
I forget. It was one of the first games of the season, like second, third, maybe. And I saw Romano pitch. And from the jump, as soon as I don't mean to be judgmental here, as soon as I saw his face
Wow.
and just the way, I don't know, his demeanor maybe, it was just something felt off. And I don't know. I've been on the hate train for Romano, not as a guy, not as a person, just as a pitcher and as a player, as a leader, as a role model. As someone who can clutch up in these clutch situations and take a stand against a team that really shouldn't be scoring 10 runs on you in any game. But yeah, I'm not a big fan of Romano. Don't really want to see him pitch too many more times this season.
Not a fan of Romano. My first thought when I saw him was that his hair kind of looks like yours.
All right. Again,
So-
not saying anything against his hair.
Just
He's probably a better pitcher than me too.
probably.
Probably. I'll
Just
say,
probably.
I'll say he might.
90% chance.
I'll say
You would have
80
only given up 7
89.
runs to the Marlins. Or, that's it. You'd have only given up 5 runs to the Marlins.
if I was a pro pitcher.
Okay.
No, anyway.
Gotcha. So yeah, the Phillies started off pretty good,
Very
and
good.
then hit a rough patch, and then they've bounced back, won 3 straight against the Marlins,
Yep,
as you
yep.
should. The Marlins
Yeah.
should be a bounce back.
Yeah.
Should be a bounce back series for you. I'm sorry, they've won 4 straight because they won their last game against the Giants,
Right.
split with them. They've won
That was
4
a- that
straight
was a
against the
clutch
Marlins.
game, though.
4 straight. If they could win against the Marlins again on Sunday, that'd be huge. Sweep the Marlins, and then that can help you really build momentum going into the rest of April. So, I think my overall takeaway from this season so far is
Season takeaway.
exactly is that people we're not that far.
Yeah.
Is that people are jumping to conclusions
That's
so
true, that's
fast.
true.
People are like,
I mean, people always
this
do.
team is not good enough. People are underperforming, which is true. Guys are underperforming, but it's
the way
in
the
such a
season goes.
small sample size. Like, yeah, we can't just
not
look at
gonna-
the first 20 games and be like, well, that's how the season is going to go. The Phillies,
Yeah.
this is not a good formula to try to replicate, but in 2022, they were 21 and 29
Yeah.
and then turn it around with Rob Thompson. That's not likely to happen. That's a story because it's uncommon.
story.
But things like this happen. The Mets went on a tear in the second half last year and then made it to the
Don't
NLCS.
remind
Like,
me.
so much of it is just like staying in contention and then getting hot
Right.
at the right time. So I'm not that worried. The way people are reacting to the Phillies right now is as if they had the start that the Braves have had,
Oh.
where they've won like 6 games so far. That would be reason for concern because like that's historically teams that start that bad don't ever make the playoffs. So Braves fans could be concerned. They really need to turn it around. The Phillies are in second place in the East. They have a winning record. Like we can be a little concerned, but people are a lot concerned. So
Oh,
I'm like, let's just have some patience. It's a marathon, not a sprint.
Yeah, I'd rather have them be not playing as well in the beginning of the season and then like heat up.
If you're gonna pick one,
because
Yeah.
what happened last year, they were locked in.
Won the
and
division.
then first round of playoffs, you get knocked out by the Mets.
Yeah.
Like, that's the worst way to go out. I'd rather like,
Mhm.
like build up a little suspense maybe. Like, oh, are they gonna make it in? And it's like, oh, boom, 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 World Series champs.
boom, boom, boom.
Exactly. That's how I want it to go.
3 booms.
3 big booms. I'm not. doing
Is this the? It's not brain rot
Meme
episode,
episode.
but it's, yeah.
Nah, bro. I
That-
don't like the word meme. It's like
Why?
it makes me cringe.
What makes you cringe more? The word
cringe
meme
makes me cringe.
What makes you cringe more? The
I
word
just said it
meme or
twice.
Jordan Romano?
Meme.
Wow. So that's like really.
No, I never said anything about his name.
No, Jordan Romano, not his name, just Jordan Romano. How much
I
does
thought you said
he
the
make?
name Jordan
No,
Romano.
how much does Jordan Romano make you cringe?
He doesn't make me cringe. He just makes me upset and no, not angry, just disappointed.
I'm not angry. I'm just disappointed. That's your message to Jordan Romano.
Jordan, I know you're watching this. I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed.
Hmm.
Step it up, or we'll trade.
Step it up. Well, I don't know. Would anybody want him? I don't know.
Yo, perfect scenario, gets traded to like the Braves or the Mets or the Yankees or something, and the Phillies just like light him up. That would be great.
That's Luke and I were speculating that could happen with the Orioles and the Phillies in last year's World Series if they both made it.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
like then we get to face Kimbrel and Sir Anthony, and then they both lost in the
bro.
first round, so
Yeah.
didn't come close to that happening. The Phillies Orioles World Series, but
I would
Yeah.
love that World Series.
oh, that'd be so fun. They're so close to each other.
Yeah.
It'd be
Loads of people.
It'd be great. So, Phillies season. Let's calm down, guys.
Chill out.
It's like if it's a marathon, not a sprint. It's like if someone was watching a marathon and like 10 minutes in, they were freaking out that
right.
like the person they were rooting for isn't in first.
Exactly.
Calm down, guys. This isn't.
Well, and if you're running a marathon, you can't just go out the gate.
You want to conserve your energy. You don't want to be in first place.
Exactly. You gotta.
Teams
you
that
have
stay
to,
in first place the whole time. They got to
what's it called?
draft.
Yeah, draft.
The Phillies are drafting behind the Mets right now,
Draft.
and then they'll catch them.
MLB draft. NFL draft. NBA draft.
Well, I mean, different
Drafting.
But...
World War III.
All right, we should probably wrap this up.
Wait. I was gonna
before-
say something.
Okay. Final thoughts. Something about World War III? Or
No, I was gonna wait. Oh shoot.
Something about the Phillies.
Oh no, about the Iron Pigs, Lehigh Valley Iron
okay.
Pigs, guys. That's Philly.
Yeah.
AAA.
Thank you. I was going to ask you, as someone who is more of you're a part-time contributor, but you're more of a consumer of the show than a contributor percentage-wise,
I guess.
because you watch every episode, every second of every episode, so
pretty
we
much.
never miss one. What should I do with the Iron Pigs as an employee of theirs now? Like with the podcast, would people get annoyed if suddenly I start talking about the Iron Pigs a lot? Like how much
do they?
How
allow
much would you be interested?
How much do they?
I mean,
allow you
as
to say?
long as I don't say any of the like roster moves that are like secret, then which there aren't. It doesn't happen that often. As long as I don't reveal any like team information that I can't. Like,
So wait.
I could tell stories about like any of my personal
Right, so
experiences.
like Otto Kemp in left field,
Uh-huh.
we can talk about that.
Yeah, people have speculated that he could get called up because he got put in left field by
Right.
the Iron Pigs.
Does not usually play left field.
He's a corner infielder, but because they put him in left, they're like, oh, are the Phillies kind of looking to be like, hey, can he play left field? If he
That's right.
can, bring him up because he's been hitting really well.
Oh yeah.
So that's not like. If I do talk,
Little
one is
tidbits.
should I talk about the Iron Pigs on here? Two, if I do, should it be like focused on the team or should it be focused on like my stories from the Iron Pigs of like being the social media manager? Do people care if I were to give like Iron Pigs team analysis like with the Phillies? Would you like people be interested? I guess I should ask you guys that too. Do you want to like have the Iron Pigs be a team that's covered on here, or like do you not really care that much and like you'd only care about if I had like a fun story from it?
I think you got to do both, especially
Okay.
if the Iron Pigs info relates to the Phillies, like because they're
That-
kind of in.
A lot of
limbo,
people are
sort of.
calling again with people jumping the gun. They're calling for
Oh,
Justin
yeah.
Crawford to get called up. He's 21 and has played
That's
like
insane.
20 games at AAA. Let's again pump the brakes.
So yeah, I would say that, and also everyone loves a personal podcast. They love stories about things. So I'd say include that too. You got something, funny to share. I mean, it's just like if you're talking about your life a little bit.
Yeah.
No one likes a podcast where they're just like talking like stats and analytics and stuff. Like it's mad boring. I don't want to watch that. I'm sure you would, but
I probably would. Yeah.
But like
I understand.
I feel like the majority of people would enjoy like a little change of pace, like for our potentially female viewers and listeners. Maybe they don't like hearing all about the NBA playoffs. Maybe they want to hear like, oh, this is a fun story. Like. Talk to this guy on the Iron Pigs or something.
Because women wouldn't be interested in sports.
Well,
how
no.
dare you say that, Ethan? What are you doing?
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make
Everyone
that,
can like stories.
that stereotype.
Not just women.
I'm just saying.
No, I understand what
I
you mean.
feel like the majority of
people who aren't as into sports, regardless of their gender. It's good to add stories because we have had some episodes where we've gotten too analytical.
Yeah.
So we've tried to move away from that
because
a little bit more into more games and stories.
It's no longer all sports all the time.
Correct.
It's all Philly all the time.
Correct.
Philly. The community.
Why'd you say community like that?
No, I'm kidding.
Community.
The community. John.
You're just going to say like Philly words now?
Cheese steak. I'm not from Philly. I don't know.
Yeah, that ran out pretty quick.
Yeah.
I don't know a lot of Philly words either.
Philly. Phillies. Feral gas.
That's such an inside
What do
joke.
the Phillies and Feral Gas have in common? They're both a part of your hometown team.
If you listen to
That's what it's
Phillies
from.
games on the radio,
Yo, back in the day, ESPN
in like
aired Phillies
I
games.
mean, I think they still do.
Well, but like we got it in Lancaster, PA, I guess.
Yeah, it was like on a certain station, 92.5 and
92.5
92.7.
and 92.7.
ESPN radio, Phillies games. If you listen to
Nostalgia,
that
bro.
in like 2018 to 2022,
The ads they ran, bro.
that's
The IRS is the largest and most aggressive tax collection agency in the world.
Yes.
They can seize your bank account.
No one else
garnish your
cares about
paycheck, and
this.
file criminal charges.
This is only
Take control of
this
your
is so
tax
niche.
problem now
niche.
by calling the
I think it's
experts.
niche.
Oh, okay, yeah. Well, okay, I just wanted to, in case.
Yeah.
I just wanted.
Let's end it on that. You just gave the IRS free promo.
Oh,
You're really falling apart here. You're stereotyping women. You're promoting the IRS. What's going on?
Take me off the pod.
Insert the clip of cinematics. I love the IRS.
I love the
He stares
IRS.
into the camera. He goes, I love the IRS.
No glaze.
Iconic moment. I have that saved in my camera roll. I need to use that
You have
more.
a lot of clips saved in your
When
camera
people
roll that
talk
you should
about
use.
when people talk about taxes, I should
I
send
love
that
the
clip.
IRS.
I love it. I need to GIFify that, or just GIF. What's the-
Gifify.
I need to GIF that.
Gifify.
GIF that.
Ooh, trademark that.
I could. Yeah. Making GIFs is fun. I wasn't able to do it until like Premiere. I learned that Premiere has a GIF feature, and then, dude, I should make more GIFs than I do.
You should post them. Oh wait, no, that'd be stupid. Who posts GIFs?
In comment sections, I could.
Oh, that's true.
They're better used
like on stories.
They're better used in text
On stories though, maybe.
with like people that understand the joke.
I guess.
But
Bryce Harper.
like I have some John Keith GIFs that I made. Like
John
if you were to
Keith.
comment on John Keith's post with a GIF of him, he's like, "What is this?
Or like
Why are you making GIFs of me?"
John Chris and DJ Mike LV.
Yeah.
You think Taylor Swift could rizz you up? You said what?
I'm sorry. I critiqued you
said
for
what?
making an inside joke
Yeah,
with
now
those
we're
ads, and
inside
now
joking.
I brought up inside jokes from
We're all
other
insider
podcasts
jokes.
that I have clipped. So we should probably end this.
Plop.
We're over 40 minutes. Whoa, we're
Lakers-
way. I thought we were just over 40. We're about to touch 50. So
oh my!
we should
Lanta.
get out of here.
Lakers in 6.
Thank you guys
Sixers
for watching
draft Concanipple.
the meme-isode.
Eagles drafted Jewel Carter.
Um,
Keep it on your calendar.
yeah. If we make that kicker edit, should we call it Kick 7?
Kick 7.
If the Eagles draft a kicker, that's going to be the highlight of this episode.
Dude, watch.
We'll see. Yeah.
Yes. Stay confident.
Yes.
Stay confident, guys.
See you next time.